Mikal, this is a twofold. Now that you've had a little bit of time to decompress and think about the game, just how difficult was it for you guys to essentially have starters from three different teams trying to meld itself into one cohesive unit?
Um, I mean, yeah, it was tough, but just part of it. Everybody got a situation that's going on for all different teams, but just personally for us, it was tough. Just trying to figure it out, but like I said, I think we just handled it pretty well, and nobody really complained. And every time somebody had a question or trying to figure out something, it was always for the greater good. Just trying to find out what's right for the team and what's best and what's the best offense, best defense. So I mean, I think we just did a pretty good job and just how we handled it. Obviously, it's not fun and change ain't fun, but just to handle it, everybody that came in and even the people that was here that probably either they were playing or and then stopped playing or stuff like that, they handled it well too. So I think just everybody's mentality and everybody's just energy towards the game was great when it all happened.
And then for you personally, I know yesterday or last night you said you didn't want to make any excuses, but I mean, you led the league in minutes again, ran the most miles. For you going forward, how do you have to either change workouts or I mean you can't change your build. I mean, how do you play that many minutes and log that much work and not have it have a toll at the end of the season?
Um, I don't know. That just goes with just take care of my body as much as I can and learned over the years how to do that pretty well. But no, that's I mean the biggest thing is just summer just getting really good shape and staying in shape and doing a little bit more. Maybe try some things I never tried, which probably will help. Which I always kind of do each off season, just add a little thing that's just kind of new. Um, but nah, just I mean I got nothing wrong with it. I'd rather have it this way than not playing at all. So I tell you that it's a good problem to have. But yeah, just take care of my body and just making sure I'm in the greatest shape possible.
Mikhail, obviously this experiment with you guys, 2 months together, is chemistry going to be really important this offseason for you guys? Obviously, the core is still going to be, determine whatever happens. But is that going to be something that you guys try to build as well? Because it seems like the guys have already said you guys have gotten along really well, but now it's just trying to gel on the court. So is that something you're going to want to try to do as well this offseason?
Yeah, for sure. Just kind of try to figure out everybody's schedules and stuff. It's tough in the summer. People go different spots, and there's a lot of us, so it's tough to get the whole team together. But yeah, definitely, I know we'll try to find time. People are gonna be in New York or wherever, and try to just find situations. But I mean, the biggest thing is that we're all close. So if we're in if somebody's in Miami or whatever, and if somebody goes visit, somebody's gonna know that and hit each other up and stuff like that. But definitely, there's a lot of time, a lot of summer, a lot of off season. So I think we'll find a time.
As much as I'm sure bum team doesn't win all that stuff, and you're used to having success a little more than the way this ended. I mean, how much for the last couple months was sort of just fun to be the guy you got to be on the court, and putting up those numbers and being that number one guy and knowing next year pick up right where you left off maybe.
Um, yeah, just personally, just a challenge. Getting traded and obviously role changing and stuff like that. Just I don't know, being prepared for it. Just challenges aren't easy. And to be able to go through them and learn from them is always great, just because it's gonna make you better. Struggling through things is gonna help you at the end of the day. But definitely it was fun just to get to know new guys and have new friends and all that stuff like that. Just being around like guys like Doe, just playing against them and just compliment him every time we pretty much play him in Dallas, just saying he's a glue guy for them and all that stuff, and then getting a chance to actually know him and get close with him and be friends with him. So I think that's the biggest thing, just getting close and meeting guys and meeting new friends out here. It's probably been the best thing out of everything. And even though it's been obviously didn't go as planned, and was winning and playing hard. I think we all bonded, and I think that's the biggest thing.
You've obviously frequently guarded the opposing team's best player throughout your career. Oftentimes in the league, as your scoring burden grows, sometimes your responsibilities there are scaled back. Is that something that you ever envision changing for you?
No, not really. I think I take a lot of pride in defense, and um, that's just something that'll never go away. It's just how I am and how I just play basketball. Um, but it's just like I said, like having a guy like Doe who, if he's not getting the ball as much and energy, and I know defense is the type of thing to get him going offensively. Um, I'm not gonna be the guy that's just like gonna just be like, no, I'm gonna guard this guy just because for my sakes. But I know Doe can guard, so I was like, you know what, you need this to build you up. Like I was just there. Like I haven't been in this role forever. This has been just a couple months, but I've been the guy just being off ball and energy. I get my energy from defense, and I know that's the same from guys like Doe. So obviously my defense will never go away, but situations like that where I'll definitely take a little step back just for guys like that, like Doe, is just like gotta get their energy off defense.
Mikal, you mentioned just the relationships that you have with the guys. Can you speak on the relationship that you have with Jock Vaughn and just how that has grown the last couple of weeks and just overall what him and the coaching staff had to go through?
Yeah, I just think it was different for them. Obviously when before the trade and stuff and everything that was probably going on around here, is just just didn't probably feel like it was probably more than just basketball at that point. And me and Coach is just a really good dude, and loves the game and has that excitement factor, and he cares. I think it's just bringing everybody in. Everybody was trying to figure out the right offense, defense for each other, and it's just great combos to have. It's supposed to be trying to figure things out. It's supposed to be tough. What I'm saying, switching teams and everybody coming over, but it's been great. It's just they showed me, especially like just with this series, like how much they really care, how much work they put in to like all the little things that we put like against the Sixers and stuff, all the little things that had to be done, and like with the scout and everything. So everybody's great, and they just love the game, and they just want to win and try to help guys get better, and I'm all for that.
Obviously, a change in role for you in Brooklyn, creating more off the dribble, playing against set defenses, and making complex reads. How does that change the sort of work that you put in the off season, or does it remain the same as your first few years in the league?
No, I just continue to get better and work on things. Even each summer, just keeping the core things and just keep adding things. That's how it's going to be this summer, just what to expect for next year and just keep adding to my game and everything else. So, it's just, the thing about me is just always try to get better every year. That's the biggest thing, and try to be the best player I can be when it's all said and done. And there's always room to grow, and, this summer just learning things and adding more things, what to do to that routine. Thanks, Cal. Yep, thanks.